Hello, here is working in Jira presentation how to convert business project and business structure into Jira structure. Here in the business structure we have project has tasks and these tasks grouped by milestones. So here we show how to convert project, milestones, tasks into Jira and how to work with them. So first, the project is epic in Jira, and if it has sub-projects or different parts of the project, it's different epic. So we can have for the same project for different parts two, three, four epics. So sub-project. Every project has at least one milestone and all the tasks, if it's only one milestone, should be in this milestone. If it's more than one milestone, then it should be different milestones grouped with the tasks for every milestone. And every milestone is a sprint in the Jira. And then we have tasks which are in milestones, and task is the issue in the Jira. Also, the interesting thing about the sprints, for example, we have SLA every month. SLA fixed price and fixed amount of hours for every month, and we have 4 sprints or 5 sprints depending on months. So if it's 4 weeks in the month, then we have 4 sprints for one project, which is SLA January, 5 sprints, 5 milestones, and tasks uh, grouped by every milestone, so sprint. Also, we have release and version. This is when we go live. And the complete structure looks like we have a project or sub-project which is epic, so only one invoice. If we have two sub-projects, it's two invoices and two epics. And every epic or project has milestones in it, so it could be few milestones for every project, and every milestone, when it's complete, it's ready on stage server, and if it's needed, we can go live with the release. Every milestone includes tasks, fixes, hot fixes, question, etc. Everything which is related to milestone, and to be sure everything is commented, traced, etc. So this is the complete structure of business model integrated or converted into Jira structure model. Here is uh, a list of issue types we have and we use in our Jira model. So the first one, the story. This is the basic Jira issue type when the customer creates a task. It's a basic name, basic type story, and their customer should describe a problem and goal which must be achieved by solving this story. A bug is the issue which must be fixed sometime. You can specify a date and priority, but it does not mean it should be fixed and go live as soon as possible. Epic is the project sub-project which relates to one invoice for accounting. Extra is the task or issue which were not defined in basic scope when project was estimated. The feedback is the issue, the feedback from designer, customer, or QA team to developer to work on this issue. Hotfix is the bug which must be fixed and go live as soon as possible with the next release. Improvement is an issue as an improvement of the current user interface, user experience, or performance issues. A new feature is the some kind of user interface new feature or maybe new feature in API. Question is the question to the customer. It should be done before or created before the project is estimated. Sprint perspective is the task for the team when everyone in the team are participating in discussion of the complete project. So to have a complete understanding of what's project about, every task, etc., etc. Sprint retrospective is the similar to perspective, but here the whole team is analyzing errors which were made during the project, during the sprint, and creating team fixes to work on these errors. Task is the just simple issue which is added when project is created and estimated. Team fix is the issue which was created by sprint retrospective. So this should be done by team to optimize its work. Test is the issue for making tests for QA, and subtasks is the subtask of the task, but we don't really use them. It's not useful with our workflow. The next chapter is labels. So label is this how we work in our dashboards with tasks. So we assign labels. We can assign as many as we want labels. We use only 5 of them, which are important for us to make our workflow working. So the first one, when we create the task, we don't need to assign any label. It should be created in backlog, and then the project manager can see all the items in the backlog. When the project manager sees issues in the backlog, project manager asks developers to estimate, and when the issue is estimated, then it is the project manager add one more label, estimate, and then customer can see these estimated issues on her dashboard, and she can do the next action to check the estimate, and if it's approved, then assign add more label, one more label approved, and if it's declined, add one more label declined, and write a comment why it's declined. So when it's approved, project manager sees this approved issue in on dashboard, and then can add to sprint or project, so we understand when it should be invoiced, when it should be done, etc. This action is based on the priority of the task and end date of the task, so this is very important. The question label is just to ask customer about something. This ticket is visible on the dashboard for the customer. For such issues, customer must follow an answer in the comment and add a label answer. After this, we can see project manager or developer or QA engineer, depends on who asked, can see the answer from the customer and can proceed with this ticket or issue. Here we go with our workflow statuses for the issues, and we have 4 columns when it's waiting for development, then it's in the progress, and also it's ready for testing and done, so ready for stage. The first column, waiting for development, there we have 2 statuses of our tasks to do. It's when task created, it's usually in to-do status, and blocked when it's something is blocking the issue and cannot be proceed before some question or other task is fixed. The next column is a progress. When a developer is working on the task, usually it's in progress or blocked. So when it's in active phase, it should be in progress. When task is done but not yet tested by QA, this task has a status resolved. When a task is done and tested by QA, this task has status done. This is what you need to know about Jira to start build a project in Jira and start working on this project with your team. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to see more videos coming soon.